This video contains affiliate links, and I earn a referral fee if you use the services mentioned, at no extra cost to you, because they're the best in the industry. Why start a worm farm business, profitability, trends, and starting from scratch. Worm farming, also known as vermiculture or vermicomposting, involves raising earthworms to produce and sell live worms, worm castings, nutrient-rich compost, worm tea, liquid fertilizer, or related products. This business is increasingly profitable and trendy in the USA due to several converging factors. As of 2026, the global worm farming market is experiencing steady growth, with projections reaching $270 million by 2028, driven by demand in organic agriculture, gardening, fishing, and waste management. In the USA, rising synthetic fertilizer prices, up nearly 400% since pre-COVID levels due to global events like the Ukraine conflict, have pushed farmers and gardeners toward affordable, natural alternatives like worm castings. Cannabis legalization in many states has further boosted demand for high-quality soil amendments, while broader trends in regenerative agriculture, promoted through documentaries like The Biggest Little Farm and influencers like Joel Salatin, emphasize soil health, making worm products essential. Additionally, sustainability concerns and the push for zero-waste practices align with worm farming's ability to recycle organic waste into valuable resources, appealing to eco-conscious consumers and businesses. Profitability stems from low barriers to entry and scalable margins. Small-scale operations can yield 20 to 50% profit margins, with examples like selling worm castings at $1.25 to $2.30 per pound net after labor, or live worms at $25 to $30 per pound in bulk. High returns on low startup costs, as little as $100 for a basic home setup, make it attractive, especially for side hustles. Before we dive into the video, let me introduce you to Busy, a professional formation service company that specializes in helping you file your LLC or corporation. Busy is an amazing company that simplifies the entire process of creating your LLC. They even offer a service where they'll file your LLC on your behalf, saving you from all the hassle. A full review of Busy is available in the description box below. Larger commercial farms can generate significant revenue through bulk sales to agriculture or fishing industries, with some operations blending soils to achieve $1 million plus in annual revenue. Trends in 2026 show vermiculture as a high-return niche within farming for profit, with demand for premium compost rising amid climate-conscious practices. It's trendy among urban and rural entrepreneurs alike, as it supports circular economies by turning food waste from sources like breweries or farms into profit. Starting from scratch is feasible for beginners with no prior farming experience. You can begin at home with minimal space, e.g., a garage or basement, and basic materials, scaling as your worm population grows naturally over 6 to 12 months. Focus on education through free online resources, libraries, or YouTube guides to build skills in worm care and business basics. This low-risk approach allows testing the market before investing heavily, making it ideal for hobbyists transitioning to profit. Step-by-step process to start a worm farm business in the USA. Starting a worm farm business in the USA requires careful planning, compliance with local regulations, and hands-on management. Below is a comprehensive, step-by-step guide synthesized from expert sources, tailored for USA-based operations. Aim to start small to minimize risks, and expect 6 to 12 months before consistent income as worms reproduce and populations stabilize. Research and business planning, 1 to 2 months. Develop a detailed business plan outlining your niche, live worms for fishing bait, worm casting/tea for gardening/agriculture, or composting services. Assess market demand in your area. Target gardeners, farmers, bait shops, cannabis growers, or waste haulers. Use tools like break-even calculators to project finances. Research worm species, e.g., red wigglers for composting, European or Canadian nightcrawlers for fishing, and competitors. Specifications: start with 1/2 to 1 pound of worms per bin, about 500 to 1,000 worms, density up to 1.5 pounds per square foot. Study vermiculture basics via online guides or books. USA tip: analyze local trends. For example, in states like California or Colorado, focus on cannabis-related demand. Budget for startup: $100 to $5,000 for small scale, $5,000 to $100,000 plus for commercial. Legal and regulatory setup: 1 to 3 months. Register your business as an LLC or corporation to protect personal assets. Sole proprietorships offer no liability shield. Filing fees vary by state, e.g., $50 to $500. Obtain a business license if required. Check state and local governments. Zoning is key. Home-based is fine in most areas, but commercial scales may need agricultural zoning to avoid residential odor complaints. Comply with waste management rules of handling large feedstock volumes. No specific federal worm regulations exist, but check EPA guidelines for composting. Specifications: insurance, up to $2,500 annually, for liability, permits for waste handling in some counties. USA tip: use services like BZ for LLC formation starting at $0 plus state fees. Research state-specific AG exemptions for taxes. Acquire worms and set up the farm, 1 month. Purchase worms from reputable suppliers, e.g., 1 pound for $20 to $50. Choose a location, indoors, basement/garage, for temperature control, 55 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit ideal, avoid extremes, or outdoors in shaded sheds. Start with bins, plastic totes, wooden beds, or DIY, for small scale, upgrade to continuous flow-through, CFT, systems, $2,000 to $40,000, for commercial. Prepare bedding, shredded paper, cardboard, coir, or aged manure, pH 6 to 7, moist like a wrung sponge. Specifications: bins, breathable with drainage, 1 square foot per lb of worms. For commercial, add trommels, $3,000 to $10,000, for harvesting. USA tip: source free/cheap feedstock like food waste from local farms or breweries to cut costs. Daily operations and maintenance, ongoing, feed worms 2 to 3 times weekly, organic waste, veggies, no meat/dairy/citrus, at half their body weight daily. Monitor moisture, pH, and temperature, turn bedding weekly to aerate. Harvest castings every 3 to 6 months by screening, separate worms for sale. Breed naturally, worms double every 3 months under ideal conditions. Specifications: feedstock, pre-compost for safety, avoid overfeeding to prevent pests/odors. Harvest, use light migration or trommels for efficiency. USA tip: prepare for weather risks, e.g., floods in humid states, use contingency plans like backup power. Marketing and sales, ongoing from month 3, build a website, $700, and use social media, Facebook, Instagram, for local reach. Sell at farmers markets, $7 per pound castings, online, e.g., Amazon, Etsy, or bulk to bait shops/garden centers. Price: worms $25 to $30 per pound, castings $0.20-2.30/pound. Differentiate with quality tests, e.g., from Earthfort Labs, showing microbial balance. Specifications: packaging, breathable cups/bags, include shipping, $5 to $20 per order. Target: gardeners, fish farms, cannabis ops. USA tip: leverage trends like regenerative AG workshops, resell related products, e.g., biochar, for extra revenue. Scaling and optimization, 6+ months, expand bin/beds as population grows, hire help for labor, 4 to 5 hours/week initially. Track finances, aim for break-even in year 1. Diversify, add worm tea or blended soils. Monitor trends like 2020 SIXS focus on sustainable farming for bigger profits. Specifications: commercial scale, warehouse, 2,000 square feet, $2,000 to $25,000 rent. Produce 100 gallons casting/week. USA tip: join networks like Worm Farming Alliance for coaching. This is cost breakdown for small scale, home, and commercial worms and bins that is given below, including worms and bins, equipment, legal/insurance, marketing, ongoing, monthly, everything. Pros and cons of a worm farm business. Pros: cons, low startup costs, $100 to $5,000, and scalable from home. Physically demanding labor, heavy lifting, harvesting. Eco-friendly, recycles waste, supports regenerative AG. Slow startup, 6 to 12 months to profitability, worm die-offs from errors. High small-scale margins, 20 to 50%, flexible hours. Thin margins at scale due to competition and bulk pricing. Trendy demand from organic trends, cannabis, fishing. Risks like pests, weather, zoning issues in USA. Therapeutic and mission-driven, e.g., soil health passion. Market fluctuations, overfeeding/overhandling mistakes common. Frequently asked questions, FAQs. Compiled from key blogs and 2026 guides for comprehensive insights. How many worms do I need to start? Begin with 1/2 to 1 pound, 500 to 1,000 worms, per bin, scale to 1.5 pounds per square foot. Is worm farming profitable? Yes, with 20 to 50% margins, market projected to $270 million by 2028. Small operations can net $275 per week after costs, but expect delays. How quickly do worms reproduce? One worm produces 3 cocoons/week. Each yields 3 hatchlings, maturing in 3 months, doubling populations every 90 days. Can I start indoors? Yes, in stable spots like basements, avoids weather issues. What are the best worm species for profit? Red wigglers for casting/composting, night crawlers for fishing bait. How much space is needed? As little as a closet for hobby, 2,000 plus SQ feet for commercial. What legal hurdles exist in the USA? Minimal for worms, but zoning, licenses, and waste rules apply. Form an LLC for protection. How to market effectively? Use social media, farmers markets, and online stores. Focus on quality and education. Can I make money without producing worms? Yes, by reselling castings or offering info products like courses. What are common mistakes? Overfeeding, ignoring temperature, expecting quick profits. Allow 6+ months for stability.